I used to think love meant never feeling lonely. I was wrong. I'm sitting on my bedroom floor right now, staring at an old journal I haven't opened in 3 years. The cover is frayed at the edges, the pages yellowed and dog-eared. There's a half-empty mug of tea beside me, still warm, steam curling up slow into the golden light coming through my window. This journal holds every prayer I whispered in the dark, every fear I was too ashamed to say out loud, every name I thought would complete me. I flip it open to a specific page, February 14th, Valentine's Day, junior year of college. The handwriting is frantic, almost angry. I wrote, "When will it be my turn?" I trace the words with my finger now. The ink is smudged in one corner, probably from tears. I don't even remember crying. But the question I should have been asking, I never wrote it down. His name was Caleb. We met at a campus ministry event during the spring semester. He was charming, confident. He knew all the right Bible verses and made me laugh in a way that felt like sunlight after months of rain. For the first time in years, I wasn't wondering if someone would choose me. I was chosen. It felt like answered prayer. We started dating fast. He'd text me good morning every day. We'd pray together before meals. He talked about what we'd name our future kids. I thought, this is it. This is what I've been waiting for. But there were small things. He'd get irritated if I didn't text back within 10 minutes. He'd make jokes that stung, then tell me I was too sensitive when I brought it up. He'd cancel church if he was tired, but expect me to always be available when he called. I ignored it. I told myself every relationship has friction. I told myself God brought us together, so I had to make it work. One night, we were sitting in his car after dinner. I brought up something that hurt me, a comment he made in front of his friends that made me feel small. He sighed, looked out the window, tapped his fingers on the steering wheel. "You're always so emotional, Erika." My chest tightened. I wanted to defend myself. I wanted to explain, but I just shrunk. I apologized. I don't even know what for. He dropped me off without another word. I sat on this same bedroom floor and cried, not because of the fight, but because I didn't recognize the girl in the mirror anymore. And I realized something that terrified me. The loneliest I'd ever felt wasn't when I was single. It was when I was with him. I broke up with him 2 weeks later. It wasn't dramatic. It was quiet. I just said, I don't think this is what love is supposed to feel like. He didn't fight for me. He just shrugged and said, okay. That hurt more than anything. Like I was disposable. Like all those future plans were just words he threw around to keep me close. I spent the next month in a fog. I'd go to class, come home and stare at the ceiling. The room felt smaller, the air heavier. I stopped journaling, I stopped praying. I felt embarrassed. How did I let myself become so small? How did I mistake control for care? My friends tried to comfort me. They'd say, you deserve better. But I didn't believe them. I didn't even know what better looked like anymore. One Sunday, I forced myself to go to church. I sat in the very back row, arms crossed, eyes down. I wasn't there to worship. I was there because I didn't know where else to go. The pastor talked about the woman at the well, how Jesus saw her, knew her whole story, every broken thing she'd done, and still offered her living water. I started crying, quiet, ugly tears that I tried to hide behind my hands, because I realized something I'd been running from my whole life. I'd been going to empty wells, looking for men to fill me, validate me, complete me. And every single time, I came back thirstier than before. The service ended. People filed out. I stayed in that seat, hands trembling in my lap. I opened my phone and typed a note. God, I don't know how to do this, but I don't want to be empty anymore. I hit save, locked my phone, took a shaky breath. It wasn't a lightning bolt moment, but it was the first honest thing I'd said in months. And that's when I realized the silence wasn't empty. The next few months were different. Not easy, but different. I started reading the Bible like it was written for me, not at me. I'd sit with my journal again, but this time I wasn't writing wish lists for a future husband. I was writing questions to God. Who do you say I am? What does love actually look like? How do I stop performing for approval? One morning, I read Psalm 139. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I'd read it 100 times before, but that day, sitting on my bed with morning light spilling through the curtains, it landed. I put the Bible down and looked in the mirror. Really looked. I saw a girl who'd spent years trying to earn love, who believed her worth was tied to being wanted by someone, anyone. And I whispered out loud, "You are already loved." It felt strange, fragile, but true. I started doing things I'd stopped doing. I joined a small group at church. I went on walks without my phone. I said no to dates that felt off, not because I was bitter, but because I was learning what peace felt like. And I realized something that changed everything. The man I was looking for, I needed to become the woman he was looking for first. Not in a fix-yourself way, but in a know-yourself way. In a be whole before you share your life way. I wrote in my journal, I don't want a man who completes me. I want a man who sees me already complete and says, let's build something together. That shift wasn't loud. It didn't come with fireworks or angelic choirs. It came in the quiet. In the mornings, I chose prayer over scrolling. In the moments, I chose my own company over settling for the wrong one. If you've ever felt like you're too much or not enough, you'll understand what happened next. I'm back on my bedroom floor now. The journal is open to a new page. This one is dated 6 months ago. The handwriting is calmer, steadier. I wrote what I'm looking for in my future husband. But it's not a checklist. It's a prayer. I'm looking for a man who knows you first. Not perfectly, but consistently. A man who prays, not because he has to, but because he can't help it. Someone who leads with humility, not control. I pause, look up at the small wooden cross on my wall, the one my grandmother gave me when I turned 16. She told me it wasn't just decoration. She said it was a reminder that I'm already loved. I didn't understand that then. I do now. I flipped the page. I'm looking for someone who sees my tears and doesn't tell me I'm too much. Who celebrates my joy without trying to dim it. Who doesn't need me to be smaller so he can feel bigger. My voice softens. I want a man who's done his own healing, who knows his triggers, who's not looking for me to fix him or raise him. Because I'm not a rehabilitation center. I'm a partner. I smile a little, and I'm looking for laughter. Real, belly aching, tears streaming laughter. Because life is hard. And I want to walk through it with someone who reminds me it's also beautiful. I close the journal gently. The tea mug beside me is empty now. The light has shifted. It's softer, warmer. The kind of light that makes everything feel like a memory before it's even over. I take a breath. I don't know when he'll come, but I'm not in a hurry anymore because I'm not waiting to start my life. I look at the camera. My voice is steady. I'm already living it. But the truth I'd been running from my whole life, I was finally ready to face it. So here's what I've learned. 1, Love isn't a feeling that happens to you. It's a choice you make with someone every single day. It's not butterflies and movie moments. It's choosing kindness when you're tired, choosing honesty when it's uncomfortable, choosing to stay when it's easier to leave. I used to think love was magic. Now I know it's work. Beautiful, sacred, worth it work. 2. The right person won't make you question your worth. They'll remind you of it. If you're constantly wondering if you're too much or not enough, that's not love. That's insecurity dressed up as a relationship. The man God has for me won't be intimidated by my strength. He'll celebrate it. He won't need me to dim my light so he can shine. He'll stand beside me and we'll shine together. 3. You can't rush God's timing. I tried. I forced things. I settled because I was tired of waiting. And every time, I paid for it with my peace. Now I know. Waiting isn't passive. It's preparation. It's becoming the person you're praying for. It's healing, growing, learning to be whole on your own so you don't bring half a heart into a whole covenant. I pause. Let the words settle. I'm not looking for perfect. I'm looking for faithful. I'm not looking for a fairy tale. I'm looking for a partnership rooted in something deeper than feelings. I look directly at the camera. And if you're watching this and wondering if you're asking for too much, you're not. Don't lower your standards. Raise your awareness. Know who you are. Know whose you are. And trust that the right person will see you and say, there you are. I've been looking for you too. What I saw next, I still carry with me every single day. I pick up the old journal one last time, the one from 3 years ago. I open it to that Valentine's Day entry. When will it be my turn? I smile softly, not because I have all the answers now, but because I'm no longer asking that question. I pull out a pen. Underneath those frantic words from years ago, I write something new. It was always your turn. You just didn't know what you were turning toward. I close the journal, set it beside me. The wooden cross on the wall catches the last bit of daylight filtering through my window. I look at it for a long moment. My grandmother's voice echoes in my mind. You're already loved. I finally believe her. I look at the camera one last time. My voice is steady, peaceful. What I'm looking for in my future husband isn't a checklist. It's a reflection. Someone who's done the work I've done, who's walked through fire and come out refined. Who knows that love isn't about completion, it's about multiplication. I pause. Let the silence breathe. And until he gets here, I reach for the tea mug. It's empty, but I smile. Because I'm not, I'm whole, I'm free, I'm his. The pain taught me the question. The truth gave me the answer. The peace, that's what I'm living in now.